How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more MTGA. This time we're doing Historic Constructed as opposed to Historic Brawl. And we are playing a deck that I talked about playing one or two episodes ago. I was looking at the metagame pages to see what was popular at any given moment, right? And one of the things that was popular, I say popular, it was like the 14th most played deck. Was this Guildgate combo deck. Which I am super into Guildgates. If we can make this work in Historic and be like a very viable deck, that would be something that I would greatly enjoy. I played a version of this, of my own construction on the channel before, not too long ago. This matchup does not seem great. I feel like we might die. But, one Gates Ablaze, if we can find that, we will just destroy their board, basically. Honestly, Gates Ablaze is a very powerful card. And that's kind of one of the hinge pieces of the deck, right? Like, the other really powerful cards are Growth Spiral, because Growth Spiral has always been really, really powerful. You gotta Explore. It's basically a Growth Spiral. Yeah, we're getting hit a lot here. They're running out of action. Like, if we top deck removal, we pretty much put them out of the game, right? Even if we don't really top deck removal, we can draw and hope that we get there. We did not draw removal. That's pretty bad. Yep. For blue. I guess we do this. Because we're not going to get there otherwise. Yeah, we are done. That's GG. So, Sprite Dragon, is it Aggro Goddess? It tends to, we tend to get got by really fast decks. The good things about the deck are that it has a combo win condition, so even if you find yourself in a disadvantageous position in the late game, you can still just win via the combo. And it's also really good in the mid game in that your Gatebreaker Rams can kind of just come down and end the game, right? Like, the deck has the mobility to do that too. So I thought it might be mono green, but Fable Passage is not a mono green card, right? So it's got to be some kind of color combination going on here. Black, green. So we got a Golgari base. It might be Sultide. Sultide tends to be popular in Historic. So I could go Plaza of Harmony into Ram. Or Guild Summit. Guild Summit's probably better EV because they're a base black deck, right? So the chances of Gatebreaker Ram hitting the board and staying there aren't great. Yeah, so you just saw the plan of the deck there, right? Growth Spiral probably goes. You could take a Gates Ablaze if you're really creature focused, but considering this is a redundant one, if you take the Gates Ablaze, I know you really don't want me to use it. Or that you really don't want me. Yeah, you really don't want me to use it, so I'm just gonna save it until I have critical math, anyways. Yeah, I'm not gonna block that. It's indestructible. And Death Touch. Green, probably. I guess I could have opted out of that. Right, because it says you may. And then I could have played the Guild Summit and drawn 2 instead of 1. Like, our plan is just to combo off right now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 2 more. We don't have any white base guilds, so we're going to take one of those if we get gems. We don't use white as a base color, but it's just easier to figure out what gates you're missing if you go off of what colors you don't have, right? So if you're missing a whole color, that gives you a couple of different options to work with. Luckily, this deck is slow enough that it should not matter. I don't know why it's so obsessed with not using Baldur's Gate for its intended purpose, right? Because this is a draw 4. This is a draw 2. A. We should have it next turn. So you're gonna play out a bunch of Gatebreaker Rams to block any shenanigans. Yes, we control 13 gates and only 2 redundancies. Yeah, I don't really care if you're ram through or Blizzard Brawl or do anything really, because I just win next turn. Sure, go ahead. Unless you have land destruction, I win. So I guess we'll take a Selesnya. So there's 1 victory, 1 loss. I really like playing with the gate decks. Because they're not really... So like on a base level, if you want to build a gate deck, you need 2 mythic rares and 2 rares, right? Because you need pieces for Maze's End and you need pieces for Baldur's Gate. And then you're gonna need the uncommons like Circuitous Route, Gates Ablaze, and you might even want to open the gates. This deck doesn't run it. My deck did, but it's kind of whether or not you want it, right? And then apart from that, apart from the 2 rares and 2 mythics, like the rest is commons and uncommons, and you can fill out the deck with whatever you want, right? Like the deck has a lot of potential for variation. Now, looking back at some of the differences between my list and the list that I got off MTG Goldfish, which is the one we're playing right now, this list runs the Jellyfish Hydra. God, I don't remember his name. I played the crap ton out of him in Standard. But that is another mythic rare that you could probably put in the deck. It is probably very reasonable in the deck, right? I didn't put it in my build because I just didn't think about it. It's been a while since I played with the Jellyfish monster. So from my perspective, I didn't really need him, right? But the fact that there's a cast trigger, so that even if your opponent counters your Jellyfish, which has a name, I know he has a name, he's a good name. I'm swinging with Jegantha. If they triple block, like that's bodies off the board, right? The one thing this deck is worried about is our opponent killing us before we can combo. And if we just kill all the creatures, there's no reason to worry about that. They have a lot of cards in hand, so I really don't want to. I don't want to use a Wrath until they're lower down on the totem pole, right? Ouch. Block the creatures not attacking. I probably will have to use a Wrath here. That's unfortunate. The Ethereal Absolution is a card that I haven't seen in a while, and it's also just really good. Well, it's not really good. It's backbreaking in certain contexts to fine in other contexts, right? And it's a card that's generally just fine. Like, it's generally not an instant I win the game. You know, that's bad.
My heart is hollow with scorn for you.
So I don't think Sanctum Seeker will come back. I think it's a Lieutenant is coming down.
You belong to me now.
Let's get me online. That's bad. Pass. We're pretty close to just dead, right? So we take 4 damage this turn. There's 1 there, 3. We are down to 1 life. We didn't draw anything, but look at this. Look at all of this mana. $12 mana. Okay, I'm still convinced for the ramp potential. That was our last game. I just need to figure out the name of the jellyfish, so we're going to take a look at the deck. We did this at the beginning of one video. We'll do it at the end this time around. So right, it's got Jegantha as companion. It's got Hydroid Krasis, which is the jellyfish. Growth Spiral, Explore. Guild Summit, Gates Ablaze. Gatebreaker Ram, and then Circuitous Route. And then it's got a bunch of lands. Sideboard, you got all of the good stuff. Some additional win conditions, some ways to stay alive, that kind of stuff. It's a good deck. I really enjoy it. I will post a link in the description to Goldfish as to where the deck list is. It won a tournament, so it's got to be okay. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Bye for now.